Okay. Chat. All right, cool. All right. We're doing it. We are streaming Crochet. Exciting stuff. Yo, Nickel Art, how's it going? YOLO to you too. How are you? I'm so scared. Finishing up the gym, nice, good for you. I'm doing all right. Glad to have the setup here. I can even switch back and forth. I can go here to here. So yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it, Mr. Krabs. Why is my chair squeaking? Oh wait, I need to transform this. There we go. Okay. Cool. And then for anyone watching on TikTok and YouTube, if you're able to send a message just to make sure our chat is okay. I got the TikTok one. All right. Yeah, I'm excited. How's it going for you, Nicole? How's the Oregon Air? Oh, actually. Hi, Crochet and Chaos. How's it going today? Wait, hold on. Crochet and Chaos, do you mind sending one more message just to make sure it appears on stream? Did some market prep, a lot of sewing today. Back to the daily grind tomorrow, but I have a friend visiting this weekend. Yay, that all sounds like really good stuff. What are you sewing? Hi Wendy, how's it going today? I'm able to change my on-screen Pokemon, right? Been a while. Yeah, so just type in ! avatar, and then space, and then the Pokemon from 151. And can you hear me okay? My mic is like kind of far, but it looks like it's picking up on it. You just got home from class? Nice. What was the class on? I think you might have spelled Gyarados wrong. Dystopian fiction for my MFA degree? Oh, nice. Interesting. What's the body of work that you're studying? actually gonna try something. Tonight I am going to do a recording slash tutorial on how to make leaves. But I wanted to try something because I have a way of doing it, but I kind of want to try something really quick. And then after that, we're going to work on pineapples. I'm not left-handed. It may look like that just due to me having to like flip it because my camera is inverted. It's interesting that you say years. The last thing we read was Blindness by Jose Saramago. Nice. Cute, but it's not focused on the leaf for some reason. Dude, I like literally cannot get it to like not be fuzzy. Is that what you mean? Does it look really that bad? I don't think I like that one this much. Okay, well as long as you can still hear me, I do have it at max output. You're also locally. It should be okay. Maybe this makes it better. We're just gonna have to like say it's a vintage style because I can't use my other camera. Sup, Cassie? Good to see you. Oh, that is way better? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna... Oh, wait. On TikTok, it might be upside down, right? Here, let me flip it on TikTok. Okay, should I just go no mask tonight? Maybe that's the move. Fuck it. I'll just go no mask. I can't even like breathe. I'm a conservative. I can't breathe. But I can hear you. Okay, thank you. If I don't feel like anymore, I'll just put it back on. But hello, Des. How's it going today? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on by. Yeah, if I start to feel a bit anxious about it, I'll put it back on, but... Okay. Oh, hold on, I need to adjust this one. That's way better, okay. Oh wait, I don't have the chat. We'll put the chat right here. Actually, the chat can go bottom right here. All right. Hi, Kaden. How's it going tonight? Okay, if that chat is like just like too in the way, let me know. One of the many reasons I mask at work anxiety, but then I get anxiety whenever I bring out someone with a 1776 tat looking at me like a filthy lib. Well, they're a Nazi, so. Or 1776, like the beginning of like the country. I'm a beginner and I usually watch you for inspiration. Aw, but you usually have to watch a left-handed tutorial to figure things out, so I was loving the backwards view. Well, yeah, I think that's actually fair for me to do left-handed, because then if that's the case, that looks good. And then if you're right-handed, you probably already picked it up a little faster, so. All right, so let's do the first thing, which is going to be doing, I'm going to be recording this part. We're making some leaves tonight, and then after we make some leaves, we'll jump into the pineapple. So we're going from big pineapple to mini pineapple. "1776 are commonly worn by a Second Amendment fetishists, not just gun rights people who are like, oh yeah. I never wanted to be a gun owner, but I did purchase my first firearm, unfortunately. And now I just, yeah. Okay. All right, let's record this first one. All right, we're lock and loading. So the first thing that you'll need is a pair of scissors, a crochet hook. This will obviously impact how the crochet hook will impact how large your project turns out. I like to use a 4mm. You can actually find my suggestions on through my affiliate link. I do like these Susan Bates quite a bit, but you can use any kind. And then any color yarn. For this one, we're going to do a standard green, so we're going with green, but any color works for this. So let's jump right on into it. Started amigurumi through your patterns and I don't regret it one bit. I made the crochet headstones last Halloween that sold at my market. Let's go, Kaden. Thank you so much for letting me know that. That's awesome. I'm so flattered, honestly. Miss A Crochet, good to see you again. How are you? Thanks for coming by again. I support the right to bear arms for sure. This is just one of the... Yeah, no, I hear you. Like, when you're, like, way too into it. Alright, so let's jump into some leaves. And then I actually don't even have to, like, talk this out because I am going to be just doing a voiceover for it. So I can actually chat with all of y'all. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good, actually. I'm excited to be streaming crochet. So we're going to start off with but I'm just going to talk to the camera now just so I can, like, talk it out. So with 2 fingers of your non-dominant, put those out. And then with your tail, it's going to hang in the front. I'm going to hold it down with my thumb. I'm going to wrap it to create an X shape, like so. And then once you have the X, you've made a loop from left to right. You're going to push through the loop, grab it on the other side, and you're going to pull. You'll get an anarchy looking sign, and then you're going to simply pull till it's tight, and there is a slip knot, not to be confused with the heavy metal band. We'll take our crochet hook, put it into the loop, and you're going to pull that working yarn until it's nice and tight and snug. But if you are a beginner, you can leave a little bit of breathing room so there's some space between the hook and the yarn. Now that we have that done, we are going to do a chain 6. So starting from here, we're going to chain 1. So we're going to yarn over, And then we're going to pull through the loop. Actually, okay, I have to restart that whole thing. Oops. I want it to be a little bit closer. So with our yarn, we're gonna grab that tail end. With our non-dominant hand, we're gonna be making a slip knot now. So with that tail end, you're gonna use your non-dominant to put your 2 index finger and middle finger out. Tail hangs in the front. You're gonna grab it with your thumb and push down. And then you're gonna wrap it and have your working yarn. You're gonna hold it and you're gonna wrap it till your working yarn is closer to your knuckles to create an X shape, like so. And now you've created a full loop. So you're gonna use your yarn, and from left to right, you're gonna push it through. You're gonna grab it on the other side, pull. You'll have this anarchy sign. Pull it tight, just like so. And then we're gonna go real slow, like, just because these people are beginners. And then put your loop in. You're gonna pull, pull. All right. And then from there, we're now going to do a chain 6. So we yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should have a chain of 6, so easy peasy. Sup little nerds, how's it going? And then into that very first stitch right here, you're going to do a slip knot. So you're gonna insert, yarn over, pull through, and then continue pulling through that second loop. So it's a pretty tight stitch there. In the second chain, you're going to single crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, pull through the second. The camera is just mirrored. And now we're going to do a half double. So yarn over before we insert. Insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. And you're going to yarn over, pull through all trois. In the next stitch, same thing. You're going to do a double crochet now, so you're going to yarn over, insert through, yarn over, and pull through 1. You'll be left with 3 loops. No, you weren't the only one confused. People have been asking me. I have learned how to crochet though, left-handed, which has been a really nice tool and skill for teaching. We're now going to do 6 double crochets in this final stitch, and our work will begin to turn. Yarn over, pull through, just like we were doing. There's 1, 2, there's 3. So our work does begin to naturally turn. So we're going to turn our work. So we're looking at the other side, avoiding that tail. Once again. Yeah, I might actually start sweating on stream. So that's 4. 5. Oh my god, I thought I forgot to click record. 6, so there's 6 of them. So here's how that's looking. So now we're going to work across the other side here. And then we're going to do another double crochet. We're going to skip that center piece. And it's going to be kind of hard to see, but you're going to go in that next one here with a double crochet. oh my God, I'm already sweating. I'm really scared. Everyone watching is making me nervous. We're now going to go in that next one with a half double, so just mirroring it. So yarn over, pull through. You have your 3. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And the following, we're going to do a single crochet. So you'll just insert, yarn over, pull through. You'll have your 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 1, or 2 I mean. And then in this final one, you're going to insert, and we're going to do a slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through, and then just keep pulling through. You can nudge it. Here is what that leaf is looking like so far. So we now have this big loop. All right, bye Nickel Art, thank you so much for coming. And then we're gonna cut. And we are gonna leave a generous amount here. We're gonna pull. Oh, I actually forgot to mention. And once you have that, you can now take your darning needle, which I forgot to mention, so I have to refilm that. It would look cute on a plushie, like on a Totoro. And you can just weed through the back where it'll be the most hidden. And then if you really want to make sure it's secure, you can actually knot off. So where you pull through, you can go back through and come out the same stitch it's coming out of. Pull, and before you pull too much, there will be a loop. You pull through the loop, pull it tight, and then weave through again. And then this back one is typically what you use to sew it on. If you're sewing it on to a piece, you can even pull that a little bit tighter just so there's no space. And then once you're done, you can just cut it as close as possible. And there we have a little leaf. So looking like these ones. Sometimes it's kind of hard to hide the back, but if you're sewing, it should be okay. And yeah, so there is the leaf. Super easy. You can add them to a lot of different projects on screen. You can see all the different projects I've added them to. Really fast. And yeah, so thank you so much. Oh, you could get a ring to hold the yarn in your left hand. I'm not scared. It helps with cramps. I don't really cramp too much. Yeah, Studio Ghibli is goated. Will it come undone if we don't sew the knot? It might. I don't know. I always do it, so I mean, I probably would always do that. Hold on, let me show. So our materials, we have scissors to cut, so make sure that you have a nifty pair of scissors. You will need a darning needle to be able to sew through and weave through your ends. A crochet hook, any size is fine, but you do want it to be applicable to the yarn size. I do like my 4mm Susan Bates. You can find my affiliate link in the description. And then yarn, I'm using a size 4 worsted weight yarn. Any yarn or color works, but whatever you wish, we're going with a classic green. All right. I sadly got paranoid and removed my Studio Ghibli patterns from Etsy. I always knew there was a risk, but with all the IP stuff, better safe than sorry. Yeah, that's a good idea. It is kind of a shame to see all that happening, especially with like some of the Pokemon fan art creators. I'm actually gonna... The leaf, I am going to be using these leaves for the pineapple, yes. So like, my god, I don't know where my other needle went. Alright, well let's hope I don't step on that, but here is what that's gonna like look like, kinda sorta. Thank you, Alien Minute, for the cheap viewers on streamboo.spacecom. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I do think I kind of messed it up because this is really, this is really flat, and this one did a good job at like kind of coming up or like concaving. Is that bubble crochet? It's like the puff stitch, yeah. Okay, so that was the leaf tutorial. Not too bad. I think I can stretch that out. Yes, very tiny pineapple. Hello, Warm Mukwa. How's it going? Good to see you. Okay. Oh, I need to get some polyfill. 1 second. All right. Let me just make sure I don't even have this pattern written down. I'm just gonna have to. I just found my glasses. I'm going to add some rows to a pouch. Nice. Actually, I need to put my glasses on. It's a bit bright, and now that I don't have to worry about it doing me dirty. Okay. Let's do it. Actually, it's not the biggest deal that I actually don't have that completely like done. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do the materials part yet, because I don't even know if I'm going to... Sup, JC No Penny, good to see you. We just finished doing a quick leaf tutorial. Actually, I should record that. And now we're going to work on a pineapple tutorial. Okay, so I'm talking, blah, blah, blah. There's the video. All right, so let's jump into the pineapple one. This is gonna be rough. Okay, so I can do the materials later. It's not the biggest deal if I don't do them now, because I don't know if I'll do the safety eyes or not. But I will be talking out loud. Oh, wait, people like stitch markers, don't they? Fuck. We're gonna have to go the old school route for a stitch marker. Because I definitely don't have stitch markers. We're gonna grab that. And then you'll go grab that other piece and chain one. Pull it tight. Pull your finger out. And there is your magic ring. Then from here, we are going to do 6 single crochet into the magic ring. So inserting our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. You can actually count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to take our tail. It looks like a crescent moon. And then we're going to simply hold it. And we're going to pull it tight so it cinches. And now you should have 6 here. And we've already counted, so we're looking good there. Now you can take your stitch marker, and I won't be using a stitch marker today normally, so I'm going to just insert through here, and then I'm actually just going to take a loose piece of yarn, and I'm going to pull through. That way we can indicate the color, showing where we ended our round. Do you prefer to work in the round or chain one? Working around for sure. I am not a stitch marker fan. I mean, they're cool, but I always like end up chewing on them. So now from here, we're going to do an increase into each stitch all the way around. So that means we're going to do 2 single crochet through each V. So we're going to insert through here. So there's our first. And then do exactly what you've been doing with the single crochet. So there's 1, and then we are going to go back in that stress stitch one more time. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 2 single crochet in the exact same stitch, and we're going to do that all the way around until we get to the stitch that has our stitch marker in it. So into the next one, we're going to do 2 single crochet again. There's 2. So another 2. Valid. Are you a big fan? There's 2. And then once we get to the stitch with our stitch marker, we're going to take our stitch marker out and then do that one last time, twice, doing the last increase. And then before we insert our stitch marker, we can actually pull that tail to make it a little bit tighter. And now, since we've doubled up our stitches, we should have 12 stitches. So I like to start counting from the back. So we're going to count these stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see that I've gone wrong. What the fuck? All right. Where did I even go wrong? I have to restart. I'm a failure. Please. It's been too long. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Oh! Hello, 7 the Crochet Dude, if you're here. Alright. I don't know where I went wrong. Run it back, run it back. I actually have been going live every day during the daytime, but yes, it has been a while. Sup, Natalie, how's it going? We are making pineapples today. Well, we're making the small one. It wasn't even number, but I want to make sure that's all good and perfect. So, bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Am I back to pattern design? That's a good question. I guess I am. I mean, this is an old pattern of mine, but I guess I'm in my reimaginative phase. I'm checking back. Oh, because I didn't use a stitch marker. Damn. We're reimagining our patterns. We're revisiting old content, making it fresh and new. Oh God. Sorry, everybody. Oh, my back. It's getting hot. Okay, I should actually be able to sit like this. Okay, comfort. Okay. Going to grab it. It's going to naturally twist like so. I'm going to go grab that working yarn with my middle finger like so. And we're going to use that as the bridge to chain with. So I'm going to chain 1. Pull our finger out. There's our magic ring. We're going to pull the tail out of here just to, like, this does us no good. So we're just going to move that away. We're going to ignore that for the rest of our time. And now we have our magic ring. No, you're fine, you're fine. Hi Zero, we're making pineapples tonight. So now in our ring, we're going to do 6 single crochet. So we're going to insert 1, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, 1. So there's our first single crochet. There's our second single crochet. I don't use a stitch marker either, really. But I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna say Crochet called me out hella. There's 4, 5, 6. So once we have that, it should look like a crescent. So we're gonna count to make sure we have 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now with our tail, we can just pull it. And we're going to pull and cinch it. And there is our magic ring. So typically you would use a stitch marker, but I'm going to insert through the loop here. Oh my God. we're gonna cinch it through the loop here where we left off. And I'm gonna be pulling this other color yarn through. If you have a stitch marker, the more the better, but I'm going to do that because I don't have any. Yeah, I end up just chewing on them, Natalie. Oops. So from here, we're now going to do 6 increases to get us to a stitch count of 12. So in this first stitch right here, starting, we won't be joining or anything. We're just going to insert through that full V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we pulled through the 1, but we're actually going to go back into that stress out stitch. And we're going to make room and push through again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to do that in the next 5 stitches. We're going to, so in this next one here, I'm going to insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, insert, yarn over, pull through 2. Sup Cody, thank you so much for the follow. How are you tonight? And we're gonna do that all the way around. And then once you get to the stitch with the stitch marker, you're going to pull out your stitch marker, put it down, and you're going to do 2 more for a full increase in that final stitch. And once you get here, you can actually pull your tail to make it tighter so you don't have that giant hole in the middle. And now before we reinsert our stitch marker, we're going to count to make sure we have 12, so we're on the right track. So we're going to pull this, just nudge it so it doesn't come apart. And now you're going to count all these V's. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hooray! So good job on us. You're doing a great job. So we're going to reinsert our stitch marker into that last stitch there. And we're going to pull through. And there we have it. So on to the next round. Wordle time. No offense, so relaxing. Just doom scrolling before bed. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream so far, Cody. So now we are going to do a repetition of a 1-2 sequence. So single crochet followed by, we're going to do a single crochet followed by an increase. So in that very first stitch, we're going to do a single crochet like you've been doing. And then in that next stitch followed, we're going to do an increase. So we're going to do 1 single crochet followed by another single crochet in that same exact stitch. So once again, we're going to insert 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then into the following stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochet for an increase. And then from there, we're going to do the same repetition all the way till the stitch marker. So there's our 1 single crochet, followed by 2. One single crochet, followed by 2. One single crochet, followed by 2. And then before we get to the stitch marker now, we're going to do 1 single crochet. We're now going to take out our stitch marker, and then we're going to do 1 increase. Thank God I'm going to voice over this thing. All right, so there is our next round. So now we can actually count to make sure we have 18. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So good job. We can reinsert our stitch marker. And we are going to do our next round of the bobble stitch. I'm sweating. I'm sweating over here. All right. The Wordle was mean to me today. I got it, but tricky. What is Wordle again? Gotta check my phone, because you know how it is. And then we're gonna do some bobbles. It's the 5-letter word guessing game. 6 chances to guess it correctly. Yellow equals correct letter. Oh, interesting. That's a good way to floss your brain. Okay, next round. God. All right, next round. Oh gosh. And then I'm surprised my mic is still picking up on my voice so well. It's not even this one. It's my mic that's behind me. So for this row, we are going to be doing the bobble stitch. So the first stitch, we are going to do a single crochet. So you're kind of a pro at this point. So good job. And then in the next stitch is going to be our bobble. So we are going to, before we insert, yarn over first, like so. And then you're going to insert into that stitch. Can be a little tight. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So you should have 2 loops on your hook now. Once again, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go in that same exact stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should now have 3 loops on your hook, as you can see here. And we're going to do this all the way until we have 6 loops on our hook. So this stitch is going to get pretty tight. Insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through just 2. You should have 4 loops on your hook now. Yarn over, insert through the same stitch and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 5 loops on your hook now. You're going to yarn over, insert again, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You now have 6 loops on your hook, like so. And with your hook, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through all 6 now. So pull through, and then after that, into the next stitch, which is being kind of pulled, you're going to insert, and you're going to do a single crochet. And then there we go. There's our first bobble, as you can see here. You'll definitely see the shape a lot more into the next ones, but congratulations, you've done your first bobble stitch. If this feels way too hard to do, you can always try to do just 5 of those loops if it's becoming too difficult. But I do recommend this, as this is the proper way of doing the bobble stitch. Yo, sup, friendly neighborhood Dash, how are you? Good to see you. So I've done our single crochet. So we're gonna do the exact same thing in the next. We're going to yarn over first, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through two. We have our two loops, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. There's our three, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. There's four. Five. And there's six. Yarn over, pull through all six. And there is our second bobble. And then we'll do a single crochet in the next one. Notice how this one's almost getting kind of hidden underneath. I want to make sure we go in the next one. And there are our two bobbles. So we are going to definitely be at, we're going to do the same sequence all the way around. So we're going to do single crochet, which we've just done, followed by a bobble, followed by a single, followed by a bobble, followed by a single, until we reach the stitch marker. So I will see you at the end there. No, you're all good, Ash. We're turning this pineapple into a little baby one. So we are working on the baby one tonight. Hi, Fangs McGee. How's it going tonight? Good to see you. How are you? Thank you. Earlier we did the tutorial for the leaf, so that went well. I've already been doing this for an hour. Oh my god. Doing good. Just got back from a train trip to SoCal. Nice. How was the from a train trip to SoCal? So you're visiting. Oh, you got back home. Got back to Oregon on Sunday. The way there was awful. Lots of transfers, but back home was along the coast, so pretty. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed your time in SoCal. So there's 9 of these things. Oh my god. I did. Saw my sister and had a day party reunion for my 97-year-old great aunt. Oh, nice. That's cool. Definitely a good reason to go down. And taking the train sounds honestly nice compared to like taking a flight, especially with like fucking ice taking over the airports. I don't think they're at PDX, but like, what the fuck? Nice. I'm glad you had a good time. How long of a train ride is it? Yo, Kendall online. How's it going today? Good to see you tonight. How are you? Life is all right. It's all right now. I mean, all things considered, like I'm having a decent night as the world in turmoil. I crocheted a lot. 32 hours? Holy. Really? Bro, we need a high-speed railway so bad. I would play so much Champions if I was on that train ride. Goddamn what? I bet you hear this a lot, but this room sounds so echoey. Does it really? Is everyone else experiencing that as well? You're actually the very first person I've heard say that. It doesn't bother me. Hard to believe that's what you're saying, though. It's okay on mobile. Like, it's not echoey on mobile. Bro, it might be you, Kendall. Kendale. No echo really, unless they hit some super headphones that pick up every sound. It might be you. Yeah. It just might be. It just might be. Alright, and then once we get to the stitch with your stitch marker, you can pull your stitch marker out. You're now going to do your last bobble. So we'll do that together. Okay, and there we have it. So we should have 9 baubles in total now. So let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's how it's looking. If you do a lot of amigurumi, you might know that you're supposed to flip your work inside out, but for this project we won't be. So like this bottom with the tail will be outward. Now we'll add our stitch marker. We'll go into that last, or like that very first stitch there on that bobble. You want to hear something unhinged? I guess. So now for this round, super easy. You can see here that we have these V's running along our bobbles. We are now just going to be inserting a single crochet through each one of them. So we'll insert, yarn over, pull through, and then we're just going to keep finding these V's. You can kind of see that one here. Pull through. And then you're going to find that V on top of that bobble. And then here again, you're going to find that V, and you're going to single crochet all the way to the end here where your stitch marker is at. And we should have a total of 18 stitches, I believe. I'm sitting next to my drugged out cat on the floor, and he'll probably die tomorrow. TLDR, he's old. Jesus. Well, best of luck with that whole situation. I hope your cat has an okay time getting through those river Styx onto the afterlife. Hold on, you have to flip amigurumi inside out. Since when? Since 5 ever, 0. Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to. I like to. Yes, at least you're with him. Here, I'll show you an example. And then when you get to your stitch marker, you can pull it out. And then we'll do one last single crochet. And then here you should have 18 stitches. We can count that together. So we'll start from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you should still have those 18 stitches. And then we're going to reinsert our stitch marker and begin on our next round. I just made this grim. I mean, it's okay. Like, that does suck, but, you know, I guess that is what happens. I hope you and your family can recover. So, best of luck to you. We are making pineapples tonight. So 0. But yes, I do feel bad for your cat. I hope this stream helps you get through it. It can be really sad. If it makes you feel better, I did lose my dog on Christmas Day last year, which was terrible. So I do feel for you. But 0. So this is like one side of your Ami, which is usually what you'll be doing. It's like kind of like that flat. But you do typically want to flip it inside out at some point. That way you get these like more textured edges and it just holds its shape better. How long have you used yarn for a stitch marker? I've been using it for years. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, so, but yeah, don't worry, you didn't make you didn't make it grim or anything. Like, we know life happens like that. We appreciate you being here, Kendall. I'm sorry if I sounded like apathetic. I am just like sweating and like trying to get through the tutorial, but now that I can like look at the chat, best of luck. How long have you used yarn? Or I'm self-taught with crochet, and I was never informed about the flipping. I'm now thinking back to every amigurumi I've ever made. I mean, I'm sure they all look great. Like, really, it is kind of down to personal preference, so it's not like you really did anything like right or wrong, but it just like makes a difference in the shape. So, I mean, just do it from now on, and you're good to go. Like, it can still look fine, really. Now that we've done exactly what we did before, and now that we've created those single crochets, we can do exactly what we did on the prior round, and we're going to do a sequence of single crochet followed by a bobble. So we'll do one together, and then we'll follow around. So you can tell that this one's being stressed. So into the next stitch here, we're going to do a single crochet, yarn over, pull through. So there's a single crochet followed by another bobble stitch. So make sure to yarn over, pull through 2, you have your 2 loops, insert, there's 3, 4, 5, 6. So make sure you have your 6 there. Yarn over, pull through all 6, and then we'll single crochet in the next. And there is your next bobble. So you've already done a whole round of this, so we're gonna do it all together, and I'll see you at the end at the stitch marker. Let me know when the ad is over, and then I can answer your question. Noted, thanks for the tip. Of course, of course. I did that for a long time too, so don't feel like, you know, you're like dumb or anything. You, like, I don't know how you would ever learn that unless someone told you explicitly. I do play video games. I'm going very hard in Pokemon Champions at the moment. It's kind of like my go-to game at the moment. Ton of fun. And then I do play, I guess it's not a video game, but I do play the Pokemon trading card game pretty religiously. You're getting the ad banners? Nice. I actually pay for Twitch Turbo, so I haven't really had to deal with that. Okay, we're still in it. Good. I was thinking that the TikTok stream ended. What does Turbo do? It's just like pretty much just like YouTube Premium. Like you just like don't see ads. I think, actually, yeah, I think that's all it is. But I feel like you lose out on so much life watching ads. What was the name of the game you were playing at the end of your last live? Oh, that was the trading card game. That was just like the online client. That one's called the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. And that's just like an app that you can get on your phone or desktop game. So I was still just playing the digital client of the trading card game. The pineapple is so cute. I have a whip that's a corn on the cob pillow and freehanding with a bobble stitch. What do you think of the bobble stitch? My favorite kind of cheese? Pepper jack? Yeah, I would say pepper jack. Pepper jack cheese, I would say. But I try not to eat too much cheese. It's always a risky game. Yo, sup, Lao Gets? How's it going tonight? Good to see you over on TikTok. How are you? Are you streaming on other platforms too? Yes, I am streaming on YouTube and TikTok, but you should, the chat above me, those are all the different platforms. next to other people's names. So that's who I'm responding to. Take out the stitch marker and do your final bobble. Four, 5, 6. Okay, once again, you should have 9 bobbles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we'll add our stitch marker once again. And just like you did before, we're going to go 1 single crochet into each of our stitches and all the way to the stitch marker. So since we've already done that together and we've done a lot of stitch markers or single crochets, we're going to just meet you at the end of the round. So there's the first single crochet, second single crochet, third, and then once again, so here the stitch is like on the top. It's going to be those V's that you see. Oh, I missed mine. Looking at the chat. And then we're going to go all the way until the stitch marker. Dang it now. Oh, I'm good too, and you crochet too. Nice to meet you as well. What are you crocheting tonight, or just in general? Dang it now, I got an ad. I missed what you said about the pillow. Oh, I was just asking, what do you think about the bobble stitch yourself? All right, have a good one, Kendall. Thank you so much for coming on by. Hope to see you again in the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. Breeze and become extinct? Really? Holy. Oh, you're also doing some Ami? Nice. What kind are you doing? It can be, especially when your hands are sweating. I'm like sweating like a little piggy tonight. Like, my gosh. When I teach crochet classes too, I sweat. Like, it's actually so embarrassing. Oh my god. Like, I'm dripping. It's like, how do I stop this? You'll take out the stitch marker, you'll insert into that final stitch, do a single crochet, you'll pull, and we now have 2 rounds of the bobble stitch, and then we are going to count our stitches, making sure that we have 18. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This can be kind of difficult to see. If you need to flip it for a little bit, you can. If you need to flip it, you can, but this is why we don't flip this kind of project. So just try your best to have 18. And then we'll reinsert our stitch marker and continue on to the next round. Oh, my back. All right. Oh, thank you so much for the gems, Mark. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Me teaching music lessons this morning, though I was sweating from running to the building. Oh no. That's cool that you teach music lessons. What the heck? All right. Let's get an opinion, y'all. Okay. Ugh, my hair is like falling flat because of it. Eesh. All right. So, for this, okay, try to imagine what I'm trying to say here. Here, we'll actually get some, it's fine. Good morning, Bree. Good to see you. How are you today? Happy to see you in the chat. So we have this pineapple, right? Hold on, this is just like way too bright. My God. Okay. So we have this pineapple, right? Looks good. Did a really good job at it kind of like concaving up here. And then my first draft, I did this pineapple. And as you can see, it's just like really flat. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's really flat and I want it to concave. I'm wondering for the size if I should make this round begin coming inward, so it'd kind of look like if I squished it like that, it's kind of actually a good depiction of what that'll look like. Or should I do the 3 and then add one more round that starts to concave? Because so I guess it kind of comes down to, do we like the size or not? Hold on, let me get the leaves and then I'll give a better idea. Yes, it's so good to see you. What time is it for you? Do I concave in early here, like that size, or should I go up one more? 6:38 a.m. Where are you located? Ow. One moment while everyone gives that a thought. Looks cute, but I think you should add little eyes to make it more cute. That's a perhaps. I do have safety eyes, but we're going to figure out the size first. Oh, you're in Germany. Nice. I think I knew that, actually. I think I asked you like last time. Hot take, both. What does that mean? What does that mean, Miss Ami or Miss A Crochet? Hotter take, none. Okay. Bold statement. Can you add a concave row on the bottom and then do one on the top to taper both ends? The bottom is a lost cause. Like, I'm already too deep. One row would, yeah. You think this is just probably too small to concave? So you think I should just go up one more round? Yeah, right? Probably. Because pineapples are a bit more ovular than just like circular. And it would still be baby. Okay, I think that's probably the move, right? I gotta write this ish down. One moment. Let me write this down. And then we'll get back to crocheting. Single crochet, single bobble. Out of the row, squisher. Well, I would go from, I'm at 18, which gives me 9 bobbles. And then I would go back down to 12, which would give me 6 bobbles. And then I would just close it from there. So I think that's probably the move. I think that's kind of what my heart is saying. The more I look at the first baby pineapple, the more it looks like a slice of corn on the cob. Okay. Okay, fair. So that's 1, 2, SC bobble. And I would single crochet decrease, SC bobble. Okay, let's do it. I think that is the move. Yes, 18 to add another math you just said, worth a shot. Yeah, worth a shot. Okay, I'll have to make that note in the video for myself. So let's get back to it. Oh, drink some agua guap. Fuck. Ugh. We're designing on stream. But this will be pretty cool if I can get this done by 11. Excuse me. Oh, I gotta figure out the eyes part. I got my Tuxedo Sam pouch. Very cute, very cute. How did you learn how to crochet? I just taught myself. All right. I can go with the big eyes, big old buggy eyes. Or we can go with the small ones. But we can decide that in a little bit. Small. Yeah, I just taught myself how to, and for everyone who is new here, I am a crochet designer by trade. I even have my book to prove that I'm not a fraud. Not that you have to have a book to prove anything, but I guess you could consider this to be my credentials. So you can get 25 patterns in here. Ooh. I learned crochet basics with a book first and then YouTube. Nice. The bug ones look cuter, in my opinion. Oh my, not the conflicting opinions. All right, let's do this. Big whoops, 9. Oh, big. Yeah, we'll see once we, well, I kind of need to know before I start stuffing it, but. now that we've done that round of single crochet, we are going to do one more same repetition from before, and we're going to do single crochet followed by a bobble. So a lot of the same here. So make sure we identify our first one. And then we're going to continue down this path. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull through, followed by a single crochet. And you are a pro at this point, so I'm going to let you do it yourself, and I'll see you at the end where our stitch will do it all the way around. I'll see you at the stitch marker. Never mind, the small ones are more cute. Now I feel like you're just saying that. Embroidered eyes. I'm so bad at embroidered eyes. Like, I'm actually just so bad. I can never make them look good. But I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. I was very excited and eager to I spent all night last night setting up my table for this. I've never had like my crochet table like right next to like my computer desk, which I don't know why. But I finally made it happen, and now I'm just, it's time to giga grind. And if y'all aren't sharing this YouTube video when this is out, I swear, this is my ticket out. My ticket out of the rat race. Because I hate relying on social media now. I think it's buns. Yeah, I'm bad at embroidery. At least when it comes to eyes, I've just like never been able to like successfully make that work for me. And actually, now that I'm like questioning myself, is this the bobble stitch or the puff stitch? French knots are the bane of my existence. I don't know if I have a whole lot of experience with that. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you're going to take your stitch marker out, pull through. And then do our last bobble. And there we have it, another 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 rounds of bobble stitches. So looking good. I think I switched up crochet and embroidery and it was like, what do you mean you even have a book? Oh no, no. I can only do cartoonish embroidered eyes, like aka X is sleeping, or the, what is that expression even called? Okay, so now that we're here, we have our 9. We're going to add our stitch marker, and now we're going to begin the process of decreasing. So just like we did before, instead of all single crochets, we're now going to do a repetition of single crochet followed by a decrease. So for these, we do not have to do an invisible decrease, as these will be covered by bobble stitches, so it won't matter. So for here, we're going to try to go from our 18 down to 12. So we're going to single crochet in that very first stitch, just like you've been doing. And now we're going to decrease. There are a number of ways to do a decrease. We won't be doing the invisible, but for here, we're going to insert into that first V. We're going to yarn over and pull through. And then we're going to go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there is our decrease. Also, did I do that right? Is that, you pull through 2 and 2, right? You don't pull through all 3? I need pros. Now I'm questioning myself. I always forget how to do a decrease. I know there's pros in the chat. Because now it looks kind of tall. So now from here, you're going to do a decrease. So you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through. And then before you do anything else, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through. And now with your 3, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Right? Wow, I'm really questioning myself on this. Oh, I gotta re-look this up. How to do a decrease. Which one is right? The one I just did, the pull through 3? I'm a fraud. Oh yeah, you're right. It is all 3. A menagerie of stitches. Does she still post? I haven't seen her stuff in so long. A menagerie. Oh yeah, she posted 12 hours ago. She's got really good mini work. She did unfollow me at some point. I pulled through 2 and 2 unless I mixed up on the question. No, now you're making me question bobble versus puff versus popcorn versus cluster. Oh well. So that is how you do the decrease. So let's do that sequence together. So we'll single crochet into our next stitch, pull through, and then into the next stitch we'll insert, yarn over, pull through, and then before we do anything again, we insert into the following, yarn over, pull through. You have your 3, and you're going to pull through all 3. So we're going to continue that all the way to the stitch marker. So we'll do that together. So we'll single crochet, and then we'll do the decrease, so insert, pull through, and then insert, pull through the next, yarn over, pull through all three, there's a single, followed by a double, single, and then before we do our last double, you can actually pull this out, and then we are going to insert our hook and do that last decrease. Okay, so now we should only have 12 stitches. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So good job. We're all confusing each other. Oh my god. Alright, we're all cooked. It's late. It's late. Well, for some of us. Okay, so now I need to figure out. Actually, I can do the last bobble, and then I can figure out the eyes part. Alright. So now we are on our last round of the bobble stitch. So exactly like you were doing before, nothing changes here, but we are going to do a sequence of single crochet followed by a bobble. So in our first stitch, we'll single crochet, followed by a bobble stitch, and you can kind of pinch your work like so just to make it easier to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by a single crochet. I just had to frog a decrease because I did it wrong. Wait, what are you working on right now, miss? Also, do you stream? I'm on. I just had to Hey Monster Mahas. I stream very inconsistently. Oh, that's cool though. Same, but I'm trying to get consistent. So we're gonna take out the stitch marker and do our final. Alright, and you should be left with six bobbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Alright, gang, I think we actually made the right call. Alright, from here we have a small hole that we can work with, and we're actually going to be adding details if you would like before we start stuffing our work. So from here, if you choose to, you can actually add some safety eyes for a face. So I have to go to work now. Have a nice rest of your stream. Bye, Bree. Thank you so much for coming. Have a good one. Take care. We'll see you later. Okay. I'm thinking the big eyes might be cuter. Can't figure out what I want to do with the eyes. Ooh. Oh, I forgot you asked before what the A stands for. My name is Anna. My grandpa's called me Miss Anna. My aunt, other side of the fam, ironically calls me Miss A, and sort of spread across that side. Oh, that's fun. That makes sense. Man, I almost like... Do I really not have another size? I feel like there has to be like one in the middle. Oh man, these are all the... Hold on, I feel like I might have another... Ow. Oh, those are massive. Do you guys do give a cuter look, like quiet and or something like that? Oh, I think I actually have it in between. Oh, I think, oh, these are in between. Oh my God. here are the 3 different eye sizes. Actually, maybe I should stuff it before I even try to put the eye. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get it accurate. It's like an alien. 1 second. I'm leaning towards middle. I think that's probably the safest moves. Sup, Nachu? How's it going? Are you actually doing it? Been doing it. Alright, middle eyes, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the middle eyes probably are the move, because for this pineapple, I just feel like this pineapple already has the big eyes, so yeah, we'll just go with the medium ones. Oh, okay. Thank you everyone for your help. Thank you so much, Nachu. How's it going tonight? And now that we have our basic shape of our pineapple, it is a smaller hole, but we can work with that. This is completely optional, but you can insert some safety eyes if you want to give it more of a cutesy doll look. And so to do that, we're going to use some safety eyes. You can always embroider and whatnot, but these are 6mm, I believe. So I'm going to go in on top of that second round of bubbles here. Gonna insert my first pair, and then my second, I'm going to skip over this middle one and go to the left here. So we're skipping one in the middle, so just like that. And then with the washers, you're gonna insert through the center, so you can actually kind of flip this out, and then you're just gonna add that washer in the back. That way it will stay. And then same for the other side. So you're gonna have to really get in there. If you do end up making more of these, you can always do these a little earlier. So there we go. So there are our eyes. And now, once we have the eyes, we can now take our polyfill like this, and we can start stuffing our project firmly, just pushing through the head. You don't want to do it all at once. You do want to do it in small chunks, just to evenly distribute it. Okay, I think for me it's stuffed enough. And then we can always do a little bit more. So that's how that's looking. Squishy. So now we're going to do one more round of single crochets. So we are going to add our stitch marker. And then what we're going to do is we are going to do a round of single crochet and all 12 single crochet, or all our stitches going across. You do want to try to avoid that polyfill. So we're going to go on that first one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 'Alright, and once you have that, you have all your stitches. So you want to be able to count around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, fuck it, we're already at the end. So if you're close enough, it is what it is. Now you're going to take your scissors, you're going to cut your working yarn, and then you're going to pull your yarn. And if you want to, you can add just a little bit more stuffing if you really feel so compelled. Okay, great. And then from there, you can now take your, so you've pulled your yarn, that way it's snug. And then you're going to take your darning needle, you're going to attach the end of it. And now through just that front loop only, you're going to insert, you're going to pull slowly. And then before you pull it away, you can actually insert it into the next stitch, and then you're going to pull 2 of them. And then this is gonna slowly concave your project so you won't see that stuffing coming out. So you're gonna go through 2 at a time until it's nice and secured. And then once you've done enough of those, you can actually move your darning needle to the back just to keep it hidden. Pull it. And then from here, you can do just a little knot. So into the next stitch, coming back out that same one, you can pull it and you'll create a circle like this with your needle. Go back through it, pull just to secure, insert through. You can even come out the bottom. And then with your darning needle, you can take the tail end of the one from the very beginning with that magic ring. You can go back through and come out the side, pull, and now you can cut both pretty short, like so. And then with the back end of your darning needle, you can just push those back into your project. All right, and the main body is done. It looks great. So all we have to do now is the embroidery for the detail and adding some leaves to the very top. And we will have a little pineapple. So I'll see you for the next part. Oh, fuck. Okay, I already did the leaf tutorial. I just have to like actually make them now. Is acrylic your preferred yarn? I don't know if it's my preferred. I just have a lot of it because I was partnered with Joanne for so long. I just was using their basic stitch or big twist stuff. Whew. All right, let's see here. What does this look like now? So if we go double leaf, cute. Definitely a cute predecessor or protege to the big one. I wonder if it's even worthwhile just to do like the third one. Actually, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that third one does add a lot of good detail. What's up, Samuel Williamson? How's it going? We are making pineapples, so working on the little one right now. How's it going for you tonight? I think we got a banger on our hands, fellas. I must persevere. How could you say no to free yarn? I mean, I was getting paid to use it even. R.I.P. to Joanne. Okay, I'm gonna have to make 3 more leaves, which is like kind of annoying. Alright, so now that we're at this point, what day is it today? Today's Tuesday. Tuesday. How's everyone's weeks going? How's anything anyone's looking forward to while I do these? Wait, why am I not just... But we did good. This little pineapple took so long, but we did do the leaves as well. I tried crocheting once, was trying to find a new hobby. Not a bad one to have. Yeah, 2 leaves was giving more bunny than fruit. Agreed. Do 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 do. And then after this, our next project will be mini milks. So excited for that. I could not get the hang of it, but I might have to try again. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's good for your mental health. It's pretty punk, honestly. It's punky. And then after that, we'll do some bows as well for a future stream. Hi Hong Drama, how's it going? I also know how to crochet knit, but I'm too lazy. Yeah, you gotta find those simple projects. Like the super mindless, if you're gonna watch trash TV, you don't even have to pay attention to it kind of project. You have the next 2 days off from teaching? Oh, let's go. What, like, do you teach like a particular instrument, or do you teach like just like music theory? Or I like reading things, so you'd think I would love it. True, but it's never too late. No, time off, that's literally like the most exciting like thing you could like have. Yeah, I majored in music performance and sociology, and now I teach violin, which is my primary, viola, and piano. Nice, that's really cool. That's a sweet career path. And then you have crochet on the side. You are a busy bee. Do you have a family, or are you... I don't even know like the appropriate way of asking that question. I have a Pokeball from your chart. Oh, do you really, Drama? Let's go. Cool, thank you for the support. Miss Banshee, hello, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. How are you today? Thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on by tonight. We will try to have more nightly crochet streams. Typically I'm streaming during the day, just like body double stuff, but yeah, good to have you. Good. I'm taking a break from Triforce blanket and now crocheting a beaded animal. Oh, that's awesome. I literally just saw a TikTok of someone making beaded animals too. What the heck? A Triforce blanket sounds sick. Are you a big Zelda fan? Haha, nope, this May will be 1 year since I graduated. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Well, I guess I see like the miss part, and yeah, cool. Don't have little ones to distract from the crafts. Yeah, Triforce blanket would be sick. Alright, and then once you have your leaf here, you will be cutting the top of it, or the working yarn, so make sure to cut that. You can pull this, and now we are going to be using a whole lot of our darning needle. So what we'll be doing is that the top of your leaf, you're going to attach the tail to the darning needle, and then we're going to be hiding this one, so we are going to insert just through the tip, pull, so it should be a little pointy, and then we're going to work our way down, so going through here. And we're going to try to get more so to the middle, because we're going to knot this off actually. And then once we're more in the middle, we can we go here. We're going to go back through the stitch that it's coming out of. We're going to pull slow so you can create a loop. And then in the loop, as you see, we can push our needle through, pull tight so it gets knotted so it's a bit more secure. And then you're just gonna pull through just to weave through and hide. And then with your scissors, you can cut it close. It'll somewhat be showing, but that's okay. And then we have our tail, which we do want to leave a little bit of a generous amount. We're gonna attach the darning needle. And so our goal now is, we have our 3 leaves. So our goal is to have this sewn on to our pineapple. So I'm going to show you an example of what that's going to look like. So I have some other examples. So I'm going to use some pins to pin this into place. We don't have a whole lot of room to work with, but we are going to have 3 showing. so what you're gonna do is take these out. So you're gonna have 1, 2, and then one in the back. So with our leaf, we're going to simply weave to the bottom of the leaf like so. So doing that, so now it's at the bottom, so this will be a lot easier to sew on. And then finding the placement here on your pineapple, so I'm gonna have 2 hanging on the sides. I'm gonna come through the bottom of the pineapple top. I'm gonna pull, and there it is sitting. And then I'm gonna go, you can kind of sew this however you wish, but I'm gonna go back through the bottom of the leaf, pull through, and then just to hide it, I'm gonna go into the next stitch over, and I'm gonna come back out the back like so. So you can see that being pulled. And I do want to secure this, but before I secure, I want to make sure I did an okay job. So with my other leaf, I can see that I still have room to put it there. So here, now in the back, we're going to do that same method of knotting off. So I'm going to go back through the back loop. I'm going to insert, do it slowly. We do have a loop. I'm going to insert and pull through. And I'm going to knot this really tightly. No one should be able to see it as it's in the back, so I've knotted it. And you can go back through if you want, but for my sake, I'm going to come back out the bottom. You can weave through if you really wish. Pull tight, and there's your first leaf. So you're going to do the same thing for your other 2 leaves. So let's make sure we get rid of those tips, and I'll see you back there in a second. Good. My BF his birthday is on Friday, and I was trying to finish before, but it's 190 granny squares. Oof, that would be a tough one to finish. You know, joking, sorta. I hear you. I hear you. I definitely, yeah. I mean, I don't have any myself, and I don't plan to. But you know, props to the parents who are doing it passionately, and hopefully not raising little fascists. Hi, Torok Ludvok. How is it going tonight? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on by. How are you? That's so much fun. One of the reasons why I should learn to make it myself. True, true. Any reason to learn. I don't have a time/a desire for kids. Well, I'm too busy stressing a wedding gig I have next Saturday. A wedding gig? Like, how do you mean? What are you doing for a wedding? Stressing over. Like, you're getting married, or... Can you add me as a fox, please? You'd have to be on Twitch to become a Vulpix or a Ninetales. Even people who want kids don't want them right now with everything going on. I'm under like 2 different school of thoughts on that. I mean, I personally don't ever want children myself. That's completely my choice. I should be respected for it. But if you choose to have them, I mean, that's fine. It's definitely an interesting choice with everything going on for sure. But I mean, the human race does need to continue, and you know, like each their own. I also do think, you know, just a lot of people who are more on the traditional, like right, like, you know, people on the right really want children, like conservatives, and they're just going to be raising like little like Nazi children. So it's probably good to be bringing children who like aren't like that, probably. All right, so you have your other two leaves. So what you're going to do is the same thing. So on the other side of the one that we just sewed on, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to insert through. I am making a pineapple. Playing violin, I'm annoyed. Oh, what? That's cool. They haven't sent the music yet? That is such a sweet gig. We'll come out through the back once again, just like we did. And then come to the back again. So it's all sewn on, looking cute. And then in the back, just like we did before, we're gonna do that whole knot process. So we're gonna go in through the stitch, come back out, and then we're gonna go through that loop. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm gonna have to like voice over all this again. But it'll be easy, I hope, maybe. And then we're gonna come out the bottom. Okay, and there's two there. Same thing with this third one. Baby pineapple, yes, very baby. Yeah, but forcing kids into a church-centered lifestyle doesn't really work out long term. You'd think they would have learned. I definitely agree. I was born into the church and I went to Catholic school my whole life. I went to church like every week of my life, and ugh. Man, when I was like 16 and I was supposed to get confirmed, and I told my mom, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It was a pretty big upset. So we have these two here, and then this last one we're gonna have to kind of squeeze in there as it's a bit tight, but we have some room. And we're gonna come out the back. Oh. Thank you so much, Torok. Hold on, sorry, I'm like sweating and I'm anxious. I'm ready to get this shit done. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see if we become just like some like Christian theocracy at that point, or if something saves the day. I mean, I hope not. I don't get why Christians are so obsessed with like making everyone assimilate to them. It's annoying. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't show that. So we want to do that last knot. Oh my gosh, look how cute it's looking. Alright, and then once you have these three, you can take your scissors, you can cut, and then you can push these in with the back of your darning needle. There you have it. There is our little pineapple so far. Aw, So cute. All right, so let's do the last. So now we just need to add the details and we are all done if you did this optional phase. If not, you should be completed. So let's grab our pink and black yarn. So here are the details I'm going to be adding. Completely optional for you. You do not have to use these colors or the certain way I'm going to embroider, but this is just what I like to do for my project. So do whatever you wish. Your creativity is free to express itself any way you like at this point. Thank you so much, Banshee. I did all the things, including confirmation at 16, but because I wanted to make my family happy and then promptly didn't go to church anymore. Yeah, classic. The wedding I'm playing at is very religious, not my vibe. I'd take that money. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Like, I would definitely do that same thing. This is in first place in my favorite crochet. Thank you so much, Torok. I appreciate it. Yes, hopefully no one does give you a hard time. Still working on the pineapple. Okay, so we're gonna take our black yarn, cut it, and then I always like to add some eyelashes myself. So we're gonna come out from the side. Ooh. Not the schmoo there. How did I do it on the big one? So with your black yarn, you're going to come out from the side. I'm actually going to come up from the bauble itself, come down, and then come to the side. Then we're going to go in that same stitch that it's coming out of. And then we're going to come in the back. Alright, there's our first little eyelash. We'll cut, cut, and then same thing for the other side. And then same thing, we're going to come through the bauble itself, pull, come down behind the eye, come out to the side, and then we're going to come out. Same thing, we're going to cut. Thank you so much for the gem, Rudo. And then for the face, it's actually an easy part. We're gonna insert again. We're gonna go find the center space here. Pull through. And then come out on the other side of the eyes. Actually, you know what? Maybe this doesn't get a smile. I'm actually thinking, yeah, it doesn't get a smile. Do I even like the eyes? Oh god, I'm freaking out. Oh my god, I don't even know if I like it. Like, this blush actually is not doing anything for me. Thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate that, Torok. I don't even know if I should have done the eyes or the eyelashes. Thank you so much, Torok. What about a smaller smile through the middle? I think I might actually just kind of like it with just the eyes. I like the leaves. I really like the body. Honestly, maybe the eyelashes I don't do. Right? Maybe I don't do the eyelashes, or... Alright, let's take a vote. Do we like the eyelashes, or is it just like way too compact? Because I love them on the big one. I feel like it's the eyelashes. I'm not gonna like get over this feeling. This is supposed to be a minimal version of the big one. No, 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 no. Oh, I just totally damaged the yarn. No. Okay, I salvaged it. Okay, honestly, I kind of like it with just the eyes. Yeah, like, this is supposed to be just like a simple... Wait, Wait, Zero Jackson, you didn't do any... Oh, gotta go now. Oh, you're saying it's... Oh, I see. Okay, I thought I said something wrong to you, Jackson. I was like, what? No, All right, bye, Torok. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we just keep it a simplified version, and I kind of like these little puffs. They kind of look like a mouth. Okay, I'm happy. I actually feel better now that those are gone. And there you have it, our little pineapple. Cute. No, of course. We really appreciate having you here. All right. I think we can all be content with that. It'll look better on a different camera too. Yay. Okay. All right. So let me just record this part. And there you have it, our little pineapple. Super cute. You can always add more additions to it. So precious, so cute. I hope you really like it. If you liked this version, you'll love the big version. If you enjoyed this version, you'll love the big version that can be found on my blog in its entirety. I just couldn't get myself to make a video tutorial on it, so feel free to find this in the link in the description. But the star of the show is this little guy. Aww. We did it, everybody. Sorry for the kind of freak out towards the end. I totally damaged one of the baubles. And I was just like, why is the embroidery not looking good? Oh, I smell like absolute... Ugh, I smell bad. That camera should not ever be turning off. I think it's cute with the eyes. I think if we didn't have the eyes, it would look just kind of boring. Wow, that was 3 hours of doing this little pineapple. So, sup, Hawk? Good to see you. So we went from this one to this one, which I do think is better. So cute. So cute. Oh, okay. We did good, everybody. We did good. Holy schmoly. And for some reason my camera wants to keep turning off. Hold on, I am not sure the reason on that. Turn off all my other cameras. Hold on. Why is this happening at the end? Sorry, everybody. One moment. Hey, yo, what the hell? Why is this happening? No, camera, you're pissing me off. Wait, is it because... Okay, so this just straight up, my camera just like ate shit at the very end here. And I have no idea why. Alright, we'll just go back to the other one, I guess. Okay. Well, it's been real. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. That was pretty fun. 3-hour crochet stream. I think we did good. A lot of sweating. Also, Pac, very excited for you to come back to Portland. Super, super good news. And yeah, so thank you everyone for coming tonight. I'll have to get the camera thing figured out because I don't know what's going on with that. That's unfortunate. I might just have to like restart my computer or something, but yeah, it was super real. Thank you everyone for coming. I really, really appreciate it. Made good progress. I'm gonna edit it, voice over it, do all the fun things that require a YouTube video. But yeah, so whew, okay, so we're gonna call it. Have a good night, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow for probably another crochet stream. I will be streaming tomorrow all day for a co-working stream. And yeah, so I will catch all of you for the next one. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, thanks. I don't know why it's giving me troubles. I almost like don't want to end stream until I can like get it fixed. But time do be a ticking. Like I probably just play around with this, but oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. This feels more fitting to say goodbye on. Yes, thank you so much, Miss Crochet, for coming by today. Catching 2 streams in a day. That's really awesome. I appreciate you coming. Bye, Jackson. Thank you for always coming. Thank you so much for the follow tonight. Banshee, good to see you. That was quick. The camera issue. I just unplugged and replugged. It was totally fine all night. I'm not sure how much of the crafting stream you caught, Pac, but we did make this. This took 3 hours to record, but it's the baby version of the big one. Well, I turned it off and on again, but I reconnected the HDMI out or cord. You caught like this. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. I was like anxious to be done, and it was not looking good, but we're keeping it simple. So. But yeah, it's been real. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you to everyone on TikTok and YouTube and Twitch. Appreciate you being here. Good fun. This video will be a free tutorial on my YouTube. This one is still already a free tutorial on my blog. And yeah, so catch you later. And yeah, have a good night. It's been fun. I'll be back tomorrow for another dual stream day. And we'll continue growing. So we're going to work on that YouTube channel. So it's been real. Have a good one, everybody. And I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye now.